To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. As this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Raiders take over first down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. First carry here for Ashton Genty. That's an excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
And the Las Vegas first down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
They're going play action. Connects on the crosser. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Working on first down. And this one is knocked away from the intended targets. Good start from the defense here as that incompletion brings up second down. Yeah, I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like it attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's second and 10. The play fake, he'll throw. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Third and long for him here. And once again, they can't connect. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up fourth and long. Katie York now on for the field goal. This is a 55-yard look from the left hand. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, well, it went right through.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This will end up as a touchback.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up. First carry here for Jordan James. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3.
Get set, get set.
From the gun is Purdy. He rolls to his right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Outside. 22. Watch out.
Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3 and out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
And hey, at least he held on to the football. They will get nothing on that return. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Shut up. Cougar 19.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Throwing again on second and 10. That's another quick hitter. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, third down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Looking to throw on third and 1. Brought in by his back here. It's Jensen. This is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Vegas first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
They are throwing it again. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Upton Stout. And the 49ers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked off.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did. And boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
Puts a man on the deep down the middle. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers parlay the interception into points.
Okay, that is simply put, perfect play action right there. That action drew the eyes of those defenders, and he's able to throw that ball right over their heads.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. They've got a man in motion. Not deterred by that pitch. He's throwing again. Looking slant route, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Well, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. He's going to throw it. And maybe it's Dante Thornton Jr. Now he's past the 25. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin the... drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Get set, get set.
Now run, James. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Yellow. Outside. Stop.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Short pass ball. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Get set.
Looking to throw, Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Connection made, but is running back down the middle. He's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a field goal lead in our opening quarter. Isaac Correndo with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return starts at the 9. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Throw left side, complete. This one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Looking for a pass on second and short. Looking right, and he finds it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. He gets 16 yards on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
And goes Raider first down.
And they just get the play off. Has a man on target to Thornton. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders hold a slim 2-point lead early.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
You're good on the point after. And the Raiders push their lead to 3. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 17-14 ball game. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Has this at the 6. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10.
Get set. Up.
Here's James running right. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
The tackle
Stopped
by
right
Jeremy
at the
Chin.
line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Outside.
Shotgun snap against Robinson. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. It was Tyree Wilson in on the tackle.
At the 31.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down here, need 8 on the play.
Get set. Get set. 18. Yellow.
Here he goes, third and long. Right in right side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Outside. Up.
From the gun, it's Robinson. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, an inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Get set. Get set. 18. Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Escapes the pocket. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Yellow.
Now it's Purdy. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
24-yard gain on the play.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They're throwing it. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off of that game.
21 yards. That's another Las Vegas 1st down. A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. And center receiver left. Gives here to the motion man. Running in the red zone. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
21 more yards. And the Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and goal, Raiders.
Ready, ready. Here we go, here we go. Bravo 80.
From the red zone on 1st. And he scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. York now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game.
Raiders 24, 49ers 14.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's Purdy to throw. Taken in by Morgan. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun is Purdy. Buys time, rolling right. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Get set, get set.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Dump off to his fullback. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
First down from the 42. Here's Robinson up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Play action now with Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. They're going to try to throw for it. Finds the in route complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the
I know the
20-yard
Combine
line.
tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Get set, get set. Hop.
Purdy on 1st down. That's how Ayuk it goes. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
How do you tip? Yellow.
To the air again. Purdy. On the move. Hit it right. He brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Isaac Guerrero with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers cut it to a field goal game. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down.
Here we go. Set.
Back to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. High-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Get set. Up.
Purdy setting up that play action. Lobs this deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up 2nd down.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Third down, Raiders going with some dime coverage here. Third and long for him here. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So out now comes the punter. It'll be Jake Camarda doing the honors. He's brought down before the return gets far.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10.
60 by 6.
Now throw to start the drive. It is caught left side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Raiders.
He's dropping back to throw. Holds in. Again, it's Bowers. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He's going to throw it again. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Jump off caught by his back. Escapes the defender. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Looking inside the red zone. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders push their lead further to start the half. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game. Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up. And you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
At their own 36-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up first and 10.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
18. Watch out. Stop.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
And the 49ers
Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that gives the 49ers the first.
At the 47-yard
That's
line.
such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Down the left sideline he goes. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers shrinking the lead some in the third. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Always set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. He fields it from the 8. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
13 yards.
That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has a man on target to Thornton. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a 9-point advantage. York tacks on that extra point. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game.
Raiders 38, 49ers 28.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. Purdy. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Chased out to his right. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there, All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Third and long, Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
Picked up at the 38. He's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
At the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Slot man motioned over. He'll come out throwing. Throwing deep here for the end zone. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. To get the return out across the 30 before he goes out.
I know he started the play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off by Darian Porter.
Must be paying these guys a day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just one play to answer interception for interception. We're right back, basically, to where we were 2 snaps ago, but with a whole lot of excitement in between.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it's good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Ready? At the 60. At the 60.
Throw here, 3rd down. He's got it deep downfield. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Raiders' ball, a chance at a win if they can hang on to this lead. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They give up the guts. It's Genty. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Going in motion right. Throwing now off the play action. Into traffic, complete. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Check. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check, check. Bronco switch, Bronco.
We'll give left side to Genty. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Vegas first down.
Gain of 9 yards.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs turning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Gentile on the draw. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game, and sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
This is Gentile in second. And a decent run gets him out 4. It's going to be third down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on third down.
Let's go.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Here he goes. Third and long. And they can't connect on the third down. Deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
Incomplete. It's now fourth down.
So Mike Tomlin, the winner of that challenge. Good choice to throw that flag. You're good on the point after. And the Raiders take a 3-possession lead.
Raiders 45. 49ers 28.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
Get set. Get set.
Play action now with Purdy. Bails out of the pocket quick. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He's got it near the 8. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Looking quickly here.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
21.
From the red zone now. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get it back to within 2 possessions. Right on the edge of the goal line for first and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can, and certainly was effective.
Point after try is good by Lutz. And the 49ers cut the lead down to 10.
45. 49ers 35. Will Lutz.
That lead trimmed just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Oh, he gets popped at the end of that one. What a painful end to what was a really solid run back. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Right there. Tight. 19 target.
play is going to be a give to Genty. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Kid, I want you and the audience to imprint that play in your mind. When you hear me or any announcer say, oh, he's running downhill. Oh, get running downhill. Oh, you want to hit it downhill. That right there, that was running downhill.
On first down, Genty. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Well, this defense has not had an answer, Kate, for either of the first two plays on this drive. And this got everybody, you and me, every fan believing, well, they're only one play away from putting points on the board.
From the red zone, on first. Flushed out of the pocket. He's on the run, deep down the middle.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions. Hey, smash Bronco.
And off to Genty. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say to slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up first and 10.
Get set, get set. Up.
Purdy on the play action. Pass it downfield, working the right. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Offense to the line fast.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The give left side to James. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it after his second interception of the season. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Ooh, the wide receiver getting it to begin the drive. And he's going to be bottled up right at the line as we reach the 2-minute warning. Nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Shotgun give here to Genty. And second down only works out for a yard.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. And this is third down.
Drive in dire straits. It's third and 9. Third and long. They're going to throw. That's cut for the first. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long.